Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Please consider liking this video. I've realized that you bump into the video, you watch the video, you don't like. Do you know that when you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this video? Please so consider liking this video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing, and this video is going to be recommended in YouTube platforms. And of course, you're going to enable this video reach many people. So consider liking this video. Thank you so much for liking the video. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday during the night, I watched the drama at Citizen TV during the interview in between Sam Gituku of Citizen TV and Mithika Linturi, who is the cabinet minister of agriculture. When I was just listening and watching the drama of Mithika Linturi, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a cabinet minister here. Sam Gituku asked, what is the opposite of fake fertilizer? Mithika Linturi told us that the opposite of fake fertilizer is genuine fertilizer. Now, Sam Gituku asked again, so is the substandard fertilizer genuine? Because earlier on, Mithika Linturi argued that what the farmers were saying that was fake, according to Mithika Linturi, he said that it was substandard fertilizer. It was not fake. At the same time, he's arguing that the opposite of fake fertilizer is genuine. So now Sam Gituku is asking him, so is the substandard fertilizer genuine? Then Mithika Linturi is saying that this thing can only be understood by scientists when it comes to issues defining what is correct and what is not correct. So the fertilizer he's talking about lacks the necessary percentage of the compounds required by a plant. So people have taken this matter and politicized it. This is how Mithika Linturi is arguing.
Away from that fake conversation, what is the opposite of fake?
Genuine.
So is the substandard fertilizer genuine?
The substandard, this thing can only be understood by scientists when it comes to issues to defining what is correct, what is not correct, because the one will not, or an imitation will not apply across board to really to be used as an example of the other. So you must really compare, and I wish we had experts here, because they are the ones that will also tell you, if you feed this fertilizer at 25% of nitrogen or phosphorus at 10, can the plant really grow to a certain level? They will tell you it is yes, but it will be deficient of that particular nutrient. So the issue should be then, because it is deficient, it's malnourished, then the next stage is how you can remedy the situation.
So is it genuine?
What?
The fertilizer you're talking about, is it genuine?
The fertilizer I am talking about lacks the necessary percentages of the compounds required by a plant,
and also
especially for the formation of the root,
and also
for the formation of the living of the plant, and the immunity of the plant.
Okay.
So it will have taken less than what it is required.
So you don't want to commit on whether it's fake?
I'm telling you, it is not possible, and please understand that these are just semantics. People have taken this matter and politicized it. But if we were to have people who have no interest completely and are interested to explaining the public to understand the difference.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, why was Mithika Linturi going all these true explanations? Why not just acknowledge there was a problem and it has been fixed? The problem with lies is they can take you down into a rocky, dangerous path. But what I'm listening to Mithika Linturi, we are having incompetent cabinet ministers who do not even understand simple terms, simple question that they are being asked. You've been just asked simple question. You're just beating around the bush, loitering, making a lot of nonsense explanation. So now, let me ask you, the fertilizer was confirmed fake. And if something is lacking certain requirement, it is fake. For example, leo umenipata na pesa mimi mwenyewe nimeprint. Is it fake or substandard? Is it fake or substandard? Stop giving us a lot of English words. It is fake. That is it. The same cabinet minister told us that this fake fertilizer ni waazimio ndo walikuwa wanaingiza hizi kwa NCPB stores. Ati ni azimio ndo walikuwa wanaingiza hizo fake fertilizer. Ati imekuwa politicized. The truth of the matter is this man, Mythical Nturi, who is the CS of Agriculture, was summoned before the National Assembly Committee. And he was asked, and even these members of parliament approved that the fertilizer was fake. Then still, he said that the fertilizer should not be said fake. We should say that it is substandard fertilizer. And he's still continuing with the
Maybe when you look at the literal meaning of the English dictionary of the word fake, it's either an imitation, or you also find that it will tell you that is something that is not what is meant to be, and that is the meaning of the word fake.
Right.
It's like a counterfeit. But when we talk about substandard, you know, standards are set by the regulating or standardization bodies on any product that is being manufactured. And in this case, the standards set out and agreed on the fertilizer that I'm insisting is not fake, is substandard, is that it was meant to have 26% of nitrogen, 10% of phosphorus, and 10% of potassium.
Right.
So when the tests are done and you find that the percentages of the nitrogen, the potassium, and the phosphorus, which are important nutrients in the growth of a crop, fall short of the agreed or standard in terms of percentages, then does not mean that the plant, once that fertilizer is applied, does not or is fake. Because the fertilizer will consume the 20 or so 4% or the 8% of potassium and the 7% of phosphorus, but will not have taken it in the right quantity that is required. That is what the difference is. And once any item falls short of the standard, then it will not really say that it is fake. It's just like my manufacturer producing the standard in the Kenyan market of a loaf of bread is 500 grams. When you produce it at 450 grams, it doesn't mean that the bread cannot be eaten or is not fake. You only have really taken advantage of an innocent customer and paid for a price for less grammage.
Tell me, Waziri, so that we...
So now, I'm so shocked. If truly this is the kind of cabinet ministers that William Ruto is having, just to admit something, there was a problem. The fertilizer is talking about that lacks the necessary percentages of compounds required by a plant. Is this fake? This fertilizer is fake. So these stories, you're trying to defend the government of the day, You're trying to defend yourself and your ministry, that you don't know anything. Why protect? Admit this, kulikuwa na shida. But this man, even to explain simple terms, whatever he's telling you is that you guys go and ask scientists, are the one who understand the fake, genuine, and substandard fertilizer. But himself is saying that the fertilizer was not fake. Fertilizer was not fake. Fertilizer was substandard. And so, this thing can only be understood by scientists when it comes to issues defining what is correct and what is not wrong, or what is not correct. So this is whatever Mythical Inturi is telling us live on television. Is this the kind of cabinet ministers we are having in Kenya? That is my worry. This is my worry. Because if simple terms like this, a whole cabinet minister who is holding this docket of agriculture cannot define and cannot tell us the reality, he is referring to us, or he is referring us to scientists to define for us the meaning of fake fertilizer, genuine fertilizer, and substandard fertilizer. And so, we should not believe the fertilizer was fake. We should believe that people have taken this matter and politicized it. And so, the fertilizer was good. The fertilizer was good. That is according to the argument of Mythical Inturi. This is the same thing that applied to Kenya Kwanza government. Kuna siku nilisema hapa, bigger percentage of those who are in these offices of Kenya Kwanza government, they are so illiterate. Kuna mwingine alikasirika akasema kwamba mimi mwenye niko na uwezo, niko na akili sana, si niende nipewe hizo maofisi. It is not like that. These people are so illiterate. Bigger percentage of them walipewa hizo maofisi. Na mtu alisomea kitu fulani. For example, someone studied something that does not rhyme with the docket amepewa. How will you expect someone to handle such kind of questions from some Gituku? How will you expect Mythical Inturi to describe for you these scientific words? Now, he's telling us, go to scientific officials or agents or personalities so that they can describe for you the fake fertilizer. So I think this was just a letdown kind of personality in a live show. And I don't think if William Ruto is having cabinet ministers. They're just politicians. They were rewarded as loyalists. And they are unable, incompetent to handle their documents. And that is why day in, day out, Monday to Friday, we are receiving scandals all over, left, right, center. If it is not agriculture, it is health. If it is not health, it is transport ministry. If it is not that, we are in treasury. That is the kind of life we are in, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think?